Hi guys, for today's Pick a Crystal, we're going to be discussing two things. The first thing is the Lord of Time. Now, I don't know if you guys already know about this or not, because I just learned about it and I was just like, wow. So the Lord of Time, as you know, is Saturn. So on your birthday, whatever age you turn, so if you're turning 32, I'm going to include the links below for this, by the way. You would then fall under a specific house placement within astrology. So you know how like the first house is house of self, the sixth house I think is I believe the house of health or something like that. Don't quote me, I can't remember off the top of my head. And basically what this means is on your birthday, and I'm sure it's not exactly the day of your birthday. I'm sure you start feeling the energy a little bit before then. But you're going to be focusing your energy in on that house placement more so specifically for that whole year. And this is considered to be the Lord of Time. I thought this was really interesting because obviously each year it changes. So you may be more fixated on a specific energy within your life, whether that's health related, goal oriented, or career driven, or self, or love. You know, this would probably be the reason as to why. So whatever age you're turning this year, definitely click the link below, see if you resonate with that, and definitely let me know if you do. I'm curious because mine was 100% accurate. It was talking about careers and things like that, and I was like, holy shit. But that's also, you're also going to see this stuff in your natal chart. Now, the second thing we're going to be discussing in this PickACrystal is this thing called astrological progressions. Now, if you've heard of this, wow. I was amazed by this. I was like, because obviously with astrology, we know that there's a way where people can, astrologers can make predictions. And, don't quote me. I think it's like 90% chance these predictions can be accurate. So I knew there was a way to go about it. I just didn't know what the name was or anything like that. So there's this thing called astrological progressions, which is basically just like the word says, progression, like where you're at based off your natal chart in life. So we can literally see the stage you're at in life based off of where the where like in the cosmos, where the planets are aligned. So I meditated on this, and obviously you guys can fast forward if you don't want to hear the little schmeal. But for pile one, if this crystal, and this crystal resonates with you, fast forward to pile one. If this crystal and this crystal and this crystal resonates with you, fast forward to pile two. Yeah, we're not doing five. We're not doing five. I'm sorry. It was a little misleading. I apologize. We're not doing five. Do you hear how many times I yawn within just one reading? Okay, so I was doing a meditation this morning. And when you do these meditations, just a note, you're not supposed to like expect anything or ask for anything. Well, I mean, let me rephrase that. When you're doing one of those meditations where it's just like when you wake up in the morning, you're not supposed to wake up in the morning and do one of those meditations where it's like, how will my day be today? Like, you can do those meditations, but that's not the one you're supposed to like really wake up to doing. Okay. And when I say you're not supposed to, you need to do whatever feels right to you. Okay, everybody is completely different, but I know for me personally, what feels right within my body, my mind, my soul, my heart, I truly feel like when I get into this mode of meditating, that the first meditation that I should be doing should be whatever spirit wants me to see, and like somehow I'll just be able to put it all together. So I did this. Now, before I did the meditation, I was thinking randomly how I wanted to do this reading. And I felt like it was a really important reading, and I didn't really know how to go into it, because like sometimes I just want to do things like a free bird, but I need structure with it. At least that's what my thing is in this life. I For my things to come through clearly, I require structure. And that's not to say most people don't. Most people do, of course. I'm not alone there. But there's some people in this world that really like don't need that structure, that setup like that. So sometimes this is like my own personal thing, especially as an Aries. Like, we do not like schedules. We do not like feeling like a robot. We just kind of feel like caged in when it comes to structure. But yet we very much need structure. So I thought about that for, I don't know, a few seconds, and then I started meditating. And I randomly saw, because they love to show me Disney characters, they showed me the evil stepmother from Snow White, the version of her when she offers Snow White the apple. And then all of a sudden I randomly saw the buggy, that car, the Volkswagen. So random, I know. But I knew deep down, I was like, at first my ego got to me. I was like, oh my God, Spirit is saying I am the evil stepmother. So, but I knew that wasn't true. So I was like, okay, what could this possibly mean? Not thinking, putting two and two together, that they were helping me out with the reading. So I looked into it about the evil stepmother. And I know I've done this before because it's come through before. The symbolism between about the evil stepmother and Snow White. So Snow White is supposed to represent the consciousness, like who we actually are when we are our spiritual self, our truest light. And the evil stepmother is supposed to represent our shadow. So I felt like the message was shadow. Don't fight it. Like, don't fight back type of thing. Because with the buggy, the old saying is punch buggy, no backsies. I'm pretty positive that's the quote. So when you see a buggy, the Volkswagen, you're supposed to punch somebody and say, punch buggy, no backsies. So the person can't punch you back, right? So it's kind of like punching someone and then that person cannot punch you back. So when we look at astrological progressions, right? Which I didn't really get into yet, but I'm about to take you there, so you better understand this meditation. The evil stepmother offers the apple, okay? So the apple is symbolic of what the queen intended to do to Snow White. The apple represents temptation, man's fall to sin, also can represent knowledge. The apple itself, in general, in life, is symbolic of love, knowledge, joy, death, luxury. I think of it, when I read up on it, the journey that one goes through when dealt with change, when you go through change. And that's what the journey incurs, right, is change. So due to what Snow White ends up learning by going through everything she went through, including taking the apple, she goes on her journey to end up learning who she is and becoming herself, her consciousness, her spiritual self. So there's no point in fighting the shadow, because the shadow is you. In theory, the evil stepmother is Snow White's shadow. In order to become your highest self, your consciousness, your light, you have to understand who your shadow is, right? It's just like these learning lessons in life where nothing ever leaves until it teaches us what it's meant to teach us. So shadow. Sometimes we're unaware of our shadow in the same way that we can't see it, the same way that we can't see in the dark, right? Just like those visions I get, I'm like, it's really dark in here. And it happens to always be the shadowy traits. And it's very symbolic of the sense that usually we don't see our own shadow at times. Yet they come out in other ways, our shadowy traits. So I thought of an example of this, just in case this isn't making sense. So I don't know if anybody knows this or not. So I live in New York. So in the city, there's rats, there's mice. Now, rats and mice, they can get to anywhere pretty much in the city because of the open access. But even in, you know, the places that they shouldn't be in, they can get to. They appear out of nowhere sometimes, because they are literally willing to chew off their own leg just to get through a hole in the wall if it means they can get a slice of bread for dinner. Like, they will literally do these disgusting things just so they can eat. Like, they're disgusting. And in a sense, that's like cutting your nose to spite your face. And that's exactly what the shadow does when we're unaware of it. And you can find your shadow by finding your triggers. You get it? What I mean by the example with the mouse, the rat, in a sense, it's like a trigger. You know, it sees something it likes, but it can't get to it. So it does something disgusting. It hurts itself by getting it. And sometimes it doesn't even get through the hole. It ends up dying in the hole in the wall. It's disgusting. Sorry, it's a gross example, but I figured to help you understand your triggers. So your triggers, what gets you going and why? This is how you figure out your shadow when you're unaware of your shadow. I feel like some of us are aware of certain things, but then there's other things we're not aware of. So how do we figure it out? You can either catch yourself in these moments, or these could be, you could think of past history about these fights you've been in with other people, what got you going, and trying to figure out why. And it's like, once you figure it out, you shouldn't be hard on yourself. You should be kind. You shouldn't judge yourself. Just understand yourself. Because that's when your shadowy traits stop showing up as much. Because it's just like I just said before. You know, nothing will go away until you learn what's meant to be learned. So progression in astrology is like a period of time that is known to be like a phoenix rising from the ashes, which is very much like a dark night of the soul. So for those of you who don't understand the phrase phoenix rising from the ashes, it usually refers to death and rebirth. Now, a lot of people, I'm going to tell you right now, there's progression in astrology for everybody. It doesn't matter if they're spiritual or not. They may not clarify these moments in their life like a phoenix rising from the ashes. It was my dark night of the soul. They just may remember it as something different. Like if I were to bring this up to my parents, they would be like, oh yeah, I remember my early 30s. There was this moment where I was just like, I got to get my shit together. You know, I got to do something. You know, it's like that's how a lot of people may have these experiences in their life in regards to their progressions. So progressions in life, they're meant to help you grow and evolve as a person. Growing and evolving as a person manifests itself as a well-rounded person, balanced. And how do you become a well-rounded person? Through learning, right? Everything that's meant to teach us will not leave until it has taught us all it's meant, all we're meant to learn from it. Sorry. So that in itself is karma, life lessons, right? When properly understood, is just the mechanics through consciousness manifests. I said that wrong. Hold on. Karma, when properly understood, is just the mechanics through consciousness manifests. So that's how you become evolved. That's how you become your best self. That's how you become well-rounded, well-balanced. That's how you enter into the true law of attraction. You attract all those positive energies. That's how you step into your light. That's how you manifest all the things you want in your life. So progressions in astrology is basically, you know, when we're born, the planets that were aligned in the sky at that exact time that we were born into this world, they're not just going to stay frozen in time, right? So it's like they're still constantly moving, but our body itself radiates off that energy, so to speak, where the planets were aligned in the sky when we were born. So that's our natal chart. So that very much exists. That is us. That is us. That is our soul. Okay. But again, the planets are still going on. So the progressive part of us is our life playing out. So it's like when we look at this chart, we could see where we're at in our life. So what this means is these main planets in the sky, and I know the moon and the sun, they're not technically, I guess, a planet, but still they're moving and they affect us. So let's just say, okay, so I'm an Aries moon, for example. Okay. Right now it's in the ninth house in Gemini, but it's usually always in the sixth house in Aries. So I'm basically obtaining a second layer to myself. That is how we grow as people. We end up gaining new energies in this life intentionally. So when you feel that change, right, in your life, you're right, you are feeling that change. It's from the cosmos. And then you can learn how to adapt to that change and work with that change to make it better work for you by learning where your planets are currently aligned and seeing what you can do to learn from those things. So, for example, right now, usually I have a majority of my planets in the sixth house. A lot of them are just not there. They are not there. So the sun, for example, on average, it moves to the next house. Hold on one second. I don't want to botch this up. It moves 1 degree per year. So every 30 years, this will change your evolved journey and adventure. So technically, where my sun is aligned right now, I have 13 more years before it moves into the next house. So my sun is normally in the sixth house. It's normally in Aries. Right now, it is in Taurus, and it's in, I forgot, my chart's a little weird. It's a little backwards. It's not, it's going to sound odd. Why? So mine is in the 8th house right now, which makes sense because 8 represents karma. And there's definitely a lot of karmic lessons I'm currently going through right now. So, why is it? I forgot. I don't want to throw you guys off. So I'm just going to keep it short and simple. I will include the link below so you can look at where your progressive planets are currently. So basically, long story short, your natal chart, wherever those planets are in whatever house placements they're at, that energy doesn't leave you. That will always be with you. But then a second layer to you gets added on. And these planets, wherever they're at right now, they pretty much stay there for like a solid 30 years. And I'm saying 30, but some of them are 25 years. Some of them are 60 years. Some of them are 25 years. You know what I mean? So it's like they all have different years for amount of time that they stay in these house placements. But I would definitely look at it. So let's just say your sun is currently in the 8th house in Taurus. I would Google that. So that way you can learn about that. So you can see if you resonate with that energy, if that's what's going on with you. So you can learn to work with these energies, and you can understand what these lessons are that you're currently going through so you can get to where you want to go. So hopefully all that made sense. I'm not the best when it comes to talking. I'm trying. So with that being said, pile 1, I'm going to start with you. I'm just going to take off all these crystals because, yeah. Okay. So pile 1, let's start shuffling. I'm just going to shuffle. No, actually, yeah, let's do that so we could see what things need work. I'll do it 3 times. Oop. All right, so we're going to start with the Lord of Time. Ooh, the placement that you have your Lord of Time in. I wouldn't take the card because I have an astrology deck. If it turns out to be the wrong house placement card that comes up, I would just take the energy or the visions that come through, not the card literally. If we get the card right in regards to the house placement, that's great. Go with that. If you feel like it's your energy, even better. Resonate with that. Oh, oh my God, that hurts so bad. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, hey. Actually, I feel like that wanted to come out, so we're going to take it. Lord of Time. What are you learning? The Lord of Time. Lord of Time. Lord of Time. Why? Why do you do this? One card, please. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Son of a bitch. Do we want to do reversals with this one? Yeah, fuck it up. Let's do it. Actually, I don't know if it really matters with this deck. Well, if it comes in reverse, I feel like there could be some issues with it. That's all. So what do we have so far? We have love, nature, presence, practicality, stability, self-expression, exchange, sharing, connection. Okay, so we got root chakra. We got, oh, part of fortune, root. Wait, is this getting all this? Oh, it is. Okay. Part of fortune. Okay. So I see routine. I think of the grounding energy. Love. I think of self-love. I also see Saturn. I don't like that. But, you know, this is the Lord of Time, so it kind of makes sense. All right. So... It's like Jim from The Office. Okay, so I'm seeing fish on the communication cards. I'm thinking feelings, expressing feelings, emotions. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll see. Lord of Time, Lord of Time, Lord of Time. Come on, please. Can I get one card, please? Ooh. Okay. And then let's get some water. Lord of Time, Lord of Time, Lord of Time. Okay. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. One more. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Oh, it's not showing. Okay. All right. Hi, pile one. Okay, so I shuffled, and these are the cards that wanted to come out. Some of them I have sideways just because I feel like it's a message. It's either something you're currently going through, or it's like it's literally in the works, something like that. But I'll see. So I'm going to channel. So let's see, Lord of Time. Something about having your eye on your commitments. Having your eye, let's see, I see a tree. So I think growth, I see, I think roots. There's that grounding energy. I think knowledge. I'm seeing the tree drop off an envelope at the mailbox. Kind of weird, but let's go with it. There's a heart, though, in the mailbox, so it has something to do. Okay. Communications regarding your heart. Wanting to build a foundation with someone. Okay. So you're looking for a stability. You're looking for a relationship that goes somewhere. Okay. A committed relationship that can grow. Got it. But it's like you're attracted to partners who are I don't want to say sexual, but they're like okay with their sexuality. Like they're pretty. You know what I mean? Like they're aesthetically pleasing, these partners, but it's like this may make you feel insecure and you want to cover them up. So it's like if you're a female and you like men, you like attractive men, but you feel insecure because then this means I'm gonna open my eyes. This means that other people will be attracted to this guy. And if you're a male, it's like you are attracted to women who are very attractive, but it's like you know that this means other men are attracted to them, and it's like you want to cover up their body type of thing. So it's kind of like contradicting. It's like you kind of want somebody, I don't want to say all to yourself, but like almost the opposite of what you're attracted to. It's like you want conservative energy, but also showy energy. I don't know if that's going to make sense, but yet it also scares you because the showiness means that other people see them too and want and see the things that you see in them. So that's a threat that would threaten the firm foundation and make it shaky. So this would be considered a shadowy trait that you're learning about, or you're going to learn about, that you should be like letting go of, because it's like, I'm going to open my eyes. You should be with partners who, you know, first off, we should be with partners that we are attracted to. Like we deserve that. If that's what we're into, because some people really aren't, like they don't care. So I'm seeing this as something you care about. So if this is something you care about, well, there's nothing you can do about the world seeing the beauty in these people, right? So that means that you have to drop the shadowy trait of not being able to trust these people, you know, because technically that would be jealousy, right? Like, but what if you knew, what if you could get security in knowing that these people will never cheat on you, will never do anything shady behind your back, but they cannot control the actions of other people. So we live in 22, right? So social media. So guys, girls, we post selfies, right? We can't stop or prevent people from liking photos, posting stupid comments. We can say things like, that's not cool, don't do that. But there shouldn't be this control factor where it's like, we shouldn't be able to post these things. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a shadowy trait that you're trying to... I feel like it's this card, to be honest. It's like that has to be detached. It has to, like... Because it's like, this is what was being put on someone to cover them up. Yeah, see, look, love abounds. There was a... Yeah, here's the tree. Here's the love letter that was being mailed out. And here's the bird, the message. And it's like this person was... I don't want to necessarily say showy. It's just that... So I'm just going to be honest. So energy is energy. They were coming through as like a Marilyn Monroe, which is like very sexually appealing, right? There's a mystery to her that we all find, whether, you know, some people don't find her sexually attractive, or, I mean, I'm sorry, physically attractive. That's up to debate for some people. But regardless, there is this magnetic attraction about her. And I saw you trying to like cover that. So the symbolism behind that is insecurity. And it's like, if you truly love somebody and, you know, you want it to work out, it's like, well, what do you think happens when you date an attractive person? You have to figure out, why do you feel like you have to cover them up? You have to detach from that. 11 is a spiritual master. You have to be... These are the things you're learning, or you're in the process of learning. And it's so much easier said than done, because I feel like this is where our insecurities come out, is when we're in a connection with someone else, right? When we're in a relationship with someone else. But it's like, unless the person is doing things that says otherwise, it's like you kind of just got to trust that person until they tell you or show you otherwise. What is this? Hold on. I feel like I'm seeing a guru, but like a cool guru. Like, he's a cool dude. Like, it's like, he's coming through as an actual guru, but his energy is like Matthew McConaughey. Which is funny, because he really is spiritual in his own way nowadays. Maybe he's always been. I really don't know his history, to be honest with you. So hold on one second. Let me open my eyes. Okay. I'm seeing temples above your head. Okay, so there's definitely a message about you're learning like a higher way of learning, like just like higher consciousness, you know, like you're expanding yourself in your mind. Something's growing in your mind, like big time. Seeing all these pillars, and your head is like glowing, like tons of light. I feel like you just turned into a horse. It's like you were going to, oh, hold on one second. It's like you were going to this this pillar, this big building that was important. You were looking in, and you turned into a horse. Okay. Kylo, 2 minutes, okay? Okay, so we're back to the tree again. There's like a swing going back and forth from the tree. There's definitely a watch over the tree branch. But there's like a message, because I feel like the watch then turns into your face, like your head. So it's like there's this pressure of time. Because I feel like the swing that keeps going back and forth, it's like, it's not that it's going too fast, but it's like, it could slow down a little. Yeah, it's you and your future. It's like, you feel like you have to speed something up. That's what the Lord of Time is like making you feel like right now. Like something has to happen. Yeah, again, I see you looking at your commitments. But I'm just getting this energy of like not sure what to commit to. I think that's why the Ace of Wands is coming through sideways. It's like Ace of Wands is, you know, you're going for something. You have this direction. I'm going to open my eyes, but it's like I'm kind of not getting that. Yeah, see, look, I feel like this is where we're at right now. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands. So it's like, Seven of Pentacles is usually somebody looking at their work and reflecting at the work they've put in. So I almost feel like this was supposed to be that tree, and it's like there was a swing, and it's like you're trying to figure out something with your future regarding work. And it's like the basket's empty. So this is supposed to be the fruits of the labor after like reflecting on a job well done, you know? That's what I love about these tarot cards. It's like, it's really life, you know? It's like these feelings we all feel, and some of us are just more connected to these, more aware of these energies than others. So it's like you're not able to feel that feeling of reflecting on the work you've done. Like you don't feel like you've done a job well done. And it's like time is ticking. Time is of the essence. Where do you go with your future, you know? And it's like wands. Wands is passion. Wands is fire energy. It's like, are we doing this? You know, I feel like these are linked up. So I feel like because you feel like you don't have something to look at, it's like it's putting you in this mode. Like this is what's happening. And again, it's like we did these cards too. It's like there's something happening where you want stability, you want a firm foundation, nothing shaky. In order to do that, it requires you figuring out your shadowy traits, because somehow that affects your firm foundation. This I'm beginning to feel was the guru. Routine includes meditation, going within. Love. I feel self-love here. It's like when you go within, this brings you closer to your part of fortune. So in astrology, when you look at your natal chart and you see what sign, what zodiac sign your fortune is, this will give you a clue as to like what energy the career that's going to bring you the money will bring you. Did I word that right? The energy, the zodiac sign that your fortune is in your natal chart. This is the energy within the career that you'll have in the future that brings you your money. So for example, for me, my fortune is Scorpio. Makes sense. The occult, magic, the things that cannot be seen. Need I say more? So we did this. Let's go to, we'll double check that one. Let's look at this. Okay, so I'm seeing your eye. Okay, you have karma with this. I see Saturn. So that just means it'll take time, and that you have to put work into this, whatever this is. I'm seeing crystals over your head. So what I'm seeing is with this, it's like once you heal something in your mind, something goes off. That's what I'm seeing. They're showing me a light switch in your head, but it's after like you do some type of healing. And that's what I'm picking up on here is like your Lord of Time. I feel like I'm botching it up. Once you heal something, it brings you to this. It will unblock something, some type of energy you have. It could be your shadow, honestly. If we go back to this, right? Detach. If you detach from some type of shadow, it's like blocking something in your crown, which is your mind. So it's like once you heal it, this like idea goes off in your mind, and it connects you to this. Oh my God, I see it. I don't know if you see the vision that I saw. You see this person's side profile, and it looks like a headband over their head, but it was crystals in the, let me see. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. The side profile and the headband, but it was crystals. But they showed me your eye first, so it's like you have to see something and then heal it in your mind in order to unblock some type of shadow. I'm seeing a quill pen. I'm getting a lot of healing energy. So I feel like since fortune came through, it's like your Lord of Time this year. It's like a lot of healing, a lot of self-reflection, and it brings you to your fortune. Because it's like, I think you have too many blockages going on that you may or may not even be aware of. And it's like, it's true. Like, they're really there. It's, I'm gonna open my eyes. It's like, you're really blocking, you really do have blockages in you that you may or may not be aware of, because you may not be in touch with yourself that way. Like you may be in touch with yourself on certain aspects, but it's like you haven't touched upon the aspects that unblock your crown chakra. And that's where your future lies. So it's like you're picking up on something you want, and it's like, yeah, you're right. This is for a reason. This is because this is part of your future. You know, when we feel these things, it means it's your intuition kicking in, that this is supposed to be there. You're supposed to have love. You're supposed to be able to communicate about love. You're supposed to be in a grounded relationship that you can trust and can grow. You're supposed to be, you know, take spirituality for whatever, you know, resonates with you and your belief system. But you're supposed to be at peace is what I was getting. I was getting this old school guru, but he was a cool guru. Like, he had sunglasses on and everything. Like, I was getting a Matthew McConaughey vibe. And like, I don't know about you guys, but not only is he good looking, but he's cool. He's cool as fuck. I'd buy a Lincoln, okay? But, you know, like, you're supposed to be in this energy of going for something, but you have actual blockages. It's like you can't get to this. And Ace of Wands is connected to your fortune because you're not healing. You have to walk away from the things that don't serve you. And it's like you have like these, we all have shadow. So I'm not trying to pick on you. We all do. But Saturn's trying to teach you this year that, like, I want you to get to where you need to be. And it's like you're picking up on the things. It's like you're seeing your future, right? You see the things that resonate with you. You're feeling the things that are in your future. So it's like Saturn's trying to get you there. That's the best way I can, like, word it. But like I always say, Saturn does it in the way, and I love Saturn when I say this, I just want to put that energy out there. But he does it in that shitty way that, like, doesn't make us feel good. You know, it's like the strict dad. We all have that. Well, some of us don't actually. Lucky bastards. But the ones that do have the strict dad, it's like, you know, we love him, but like, can you stop making us feel bad about ourselves? But it's like, the strict dad doesn't mean to make us feel bad about ourselves. They're just trying to get us to where we should be. Okay, so astrological progressions. I gotta be honest, I only started shuffling because I thought I was going on to the second reading. I forgot. Fuck. Okay, so I already started this, so let's finish it. Astrological progressions. What are you learning? One card, please. Ooh. Move. Sorry. Okay, we'll channel this. Astrological progressions. Ooh. Every morning, well, not every morning, but when I speak to my dad, he's always like, so today, did you eat breakfast? And I'm thinking to myself, like, number one, I'm 32 years old, you know, it pisses me off. It just does, because that's also part of my chart about authority. Like, don't do that. But it's something I have to work through and get over. But number two, it's like, I can see he means well. I understand what breakfast does. I understand. Thank you. Thank you. I heard you loud and clear. And he knows. He knows I've heard him loud and clear. He doesn't care. He's still gonna fucking ask me, did you eat your breakfast? I want to be like, do I look like a fucking child? But it's like, he really does mean well. But that's not gonna make me eat breakfast. If anything. If anything. No, just kidding. So anyway, so my point is that you're feeling these feelings for a reason. You're meant to get to where you want to go. And Saturn's trying to get you there, trying to push you. But they push you in the most uncomfortable way possible. It's a test. It's always a test. The best way I can, okay, so for example, so I'm psychic. I can tell you right now, I am not allowed to go to other psychics. I'm not allowed to go to readers, tarot readers. I can't do any of that shit. It's just not in it for me. And you may be thinking, what the hell are you talking about? Well, because of my placements, like the insecurities I have about all this, because of my Capricorn placements, you know, facts, research. This is what? This is too much Neptune energy. This is imagination land, la la land. It's like, well, this is part of my journey. Literally, this is part of my fortune. This is part of my midhaven, which is, you know, your career, all that stuff that brings you the money. Things that you will actually feel passionate about bring yourself happiness and others. So I personally have hangups and insecurities about this at times, because I'm just like, oh my God, what am I doing? But Saturn, I mean, because of that, sometimes I will want to, because I still am into this stuff. I really do love this stuff. But sometimes I'll be like, okay, I just want to go for clarity, just to really make sure that, like, we're definitely sure about all this, even though it's in the chart. It's in my blueprint. It's there. Kylo. No, leave it. Leave it. Thank you. That's not yours. So anyway, so I have this lesson. It's going to sound crazy, but it's very true. I'm like, no joke. So I'm supposed to just believe in myself and that's it. But sometimes I like to test the waters. So I've never been to just a tarot reader, you know, like a one that isn't like channel, like who can channel or have some type of psychic gift. So I was like, okay, let me try this out. Let me see what this is all about. And sure enough, right when we were about to start, I knew I wasted my money. So I used to have this necklace, a butterfly necklace. And right as this person was about to begin the reading, I just, you know, and there's no such thing as coincidences. I happened to pull out my necklace because it was like, I don't know, clinging to my sweater or shirt, whatever. And he saw it. Like, we both saw it at the same time. And he starts the reading. He pulls some cards and he goes, so from what I'm seeing, you're like a butterfly that has come out of their cocoon. I was like, oh God, no. I leave myself like, oh, Spirit, you got me again. Fuck. Like, why would I think I could get one over Spirit? Like, that is so dumb. Like, practice what you preach. Like, hello. So that was the last time I ever went. And I was like, okay, lesson learned. I get it now. Finally. And that's just one of my things. It's a weird thing, but I have many weird things. I have weird stories for days. Okay. Astrological progressions. Oof. Okay, well, now we see. So, Saturn came in reverse. So I think you may be having trouble accepting truth, because truth is stranger than fiction. Okay, so let's channel this. We got move in reverse. We have hope, support, miracle, spirituality, faith, page of pentacles, slow movement, life purpose, Saturn, truth. Okay. There's something about feeling comfortable that I feel like makes you not want to move. Something like that. It's like something about it's like it's just so uncomfortable. Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing a bunch of road maps come out on a conveyor belt. It's like, and then I'm seeing somebody paint over your pupils. It's like, I'm gonna open my eyes. So move. So this is representing not wanting to change. Just being comfortable with like what you know life to be, like how you've always known life to be. And it's like wherever you're going in your natal chart, like your progressive chart, it's like it's taking you out of your comfort zone in the cosmos. And it's like you're feeling that energy and it feels so uncomfortable to you. And it's like you don't want to start new. You don't want to move, but it's like it's kind of like this energy that's like coming in so fast. And it's like overwhelming. I just kept seeing so many maps come in. It's like, what directions you take, you know? But I bet you, it's like someone with this type of energy, it's like you're not happy staying where you are either. So it's like you might as well just move, you know, like, let's see where it goes. Honestly. Okay. I just feel like I'm seeing somebody like so sad about like not being able to see their future. Like they want to see their future. They want to see something about like how it plays out. Something about their so commitment is really important to you right now. Like you're really feeling that heavy. But see, that's the point of this. I'm going to open my eyes. See, that's the point of astrological progressions and karma. What is it called? The time of karma? Why am I saying it wrong? Why am I wording it? Good job, Sonny. The house of karma? Oh my god. Whatever. Anyway, so So I feel like you're kind of like in this energy of just hoping that whatever's like going on in your life. I'm picking up on like wanting a partner, wanting a committed partner, but it's like in your other reading with the house placement where you're kind of feeling that lesson right now. It's like that's somebody who has to go within to get to their fortune. And it's like sometimes that's what brings us our partner, like our committed partner, because it's like some people need that in order to be our best self. You know what I mean by that? Like, hope, support, miracle, spirituality. Yeah, you see, look, I didn't even get to this yet. I didn't even channel this. Look, life purpose is coming through. You had fortune coming through in your other one. It's like you can't come into this. You see this person's energy? This is the energy we're all supposed to embody in order to get that real soulmate, that real love. This is what you're looking for. You can't get that until you're that. I know it's so straightforward, but it's like, if you think this is what you are right now, you're not. You're just not. It's like Saturn's trying to get you to this. In order to get to this, you have to fulfill this. You have to fulfill your fortune. And then it'll bring you to your miracle. So it's like, have faith, keep the faith. I think you do, but it's just like you go in and out. And, you know, that's normal. This will take time. And when I say time, you know, it could be a year, it could be a few months. Like it's not necessarily time, you know, but it's not today and it's not tomorrow. I'm seeing a path and I'm seeing temples. Again, temples with you. It's like you're on the outside of these temples looking in. You're driving a school bus. I feel like there's some type of cleanup. It's like, it's kind of weird, the scene, to be honest. Like somebody's cleaning you. Yeah, see, I'm seeing, what is this in the background? I feel like this is the Chariot, which is movement. It's like you're meant to, I'm gonna open my eyes. It's like you're meant to and then you're driving the school bus and there's some type of cleanup, which I already know the cleanup is symbolic of making changes in life for the better, right? So Pentacles is earth energy. It's Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It's slow growth. It's slow movement, but it's a movement that you can count on. It's stability. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. So, I don't know what you're doing right now. I don't know if this is like the energy that, not this card, but like whatever you're doing right now in life, if you feel like you're living for other people, or if you feel like you're not doing something you want to do, it's like I'm seeing you, they're making you seem like you're like that person who, like, you know those toys where you wind them up and then they're just like doing whatever? Like they're making you out to be this person who's like living for other people. Like you're not doing what you want to do. You're doing like what other people want you to do. That's how you're coming through. But it's like you're not meant to do that. Kylo, I said 2 minutes like an hour ago, please. So I'm seeing Saturn in the sky. I'm seeing that energy radiate. Okay, Kyla, I'm almost done. Sorry. I'm just seeing you have these roadblocks. Like you have these ideas and they come to like a halt. Like literally just like a halt. Like maybe, I don't know, because I'm like seeing it like in the dark, so it's like a secret type of thing. So it's like you don't want to express these things, but these things are light. It's like you see truth, but you don't want to express truth. It's interesting. I'm seeing so much light. But it's like whatever these things you're seeing, this is part of this. It's connected. And hopefully you can see that. I'm going to open my eyes. Hopefully you can see this in your astrological progression chart, progressive chart. Oh my God. Okay. I have to go. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing, pile one. I hope that helps you in some kind of way. Listen, I know, so these two came in reverse. These are hard. Truth is hard. But, you know, the sooner you just accept this uncomfortable energy, it brings you to a comfortable energy. I'm not gonna lie, you were coming through as Brian Griffin in Family Guy. And Brian Griffin, it sounds strange, is the dog, the family dog, right? But the thing about Brian Griffin is he's this very articulate, smart, you know, whatever, dog, who's a writer, very talented, but never does anything with his talents because of fear that he won't work out. Like whatever dreams and success he has that goes on in his head, he's afraid that he'll fail. And that's why he never does anything with these things. And that's what you were coming through as in regards to the reason why you do the things, like living for other people, because you're afraid that the things you actually want to do won't work out. But it's like these things you see for yourself that you want and envision, that's the truth. But you have to go into that uncomfortable energy because that's Saturn's energy. You see the truth. You see your truth. This is your life purpose. It's connected. I hope you believe that. All right. I'm sending you love and light.